Hey everyone, this is James Morgan. Hope everyone's doing great. This is going to be a video about my views on the music scene today as compared to the decades that I grew up in, the 70s, 80s, 90s, the 2000s, and so forth. I just released a new album called A Soul in Time. It's with Gary Husband on drums, synthesizer, and keyboards, Adrian Ferrata on bass, and myself on guitar. And the album project, the concept was to kind of go back to the 70s heyday of the jazz rock fusion, McLaughlin, Mahavishnu Orchestra, 11th House, Larry Coryell, and Weather Report and Return to Forever, that whole period between like 1970 and 75, when music and guitar players specifically were breaking boundaries from the traditional jazz guitar players of Wes Montgomery and other guitar players of note. So I guess the video that I wanted to kind of post, I don't really look at it as a negative. It's just my observations. And my observation is because of the whole social media platforms, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, a lot of these younger players that are very well schooled, have great technique, and so forth, are always posting videos on YouTube, and which is great. It's always nice to, hear new players that are very talented, but it seems that they use their talents to kind of clone the guitar players of old. Like Alan Holdsworth seems to be the number one right now, maybe because he passed away. Everyone's transcribing his songs and his solos, and they're online constantly, putting up videos of them playing Alan Holdsworth, basically. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I didn't practice for years and decades to become proficient enough so that I could play other people's music. The whole point of me wanting to learn music, learn how to play well, was to create my own music, to create, be a frontier, a pioneer with my own style and my own voice, and with my instrument, like the greats, like Eddie Van Halen and Joe Satriani, Alan Holdsworth, Al Di Meola had his style. John McLaughlin, of course, to me is, the groundbreaking guitarist of our generation, of many generations. And I just wonder why guitar players feel if they can go up there and copy Alan Holdsworth, they're going to go ahead and copy his riffs, put a clip up, and then that's it. And I'm thinking that's what they're going to be known for. They're not going to be known for, like, if you think of Al Di Meola, you go, wow, I remember Al Di Meola when he was playing with Return to Forever. You can name the albums, or Ray Gomez on Lenny White's album, or Bill Connor's Return to Forever, Hymn to the Seventh Galaxy. So you have these names that you can associate with some pinnacle albums and songs. But when you think of guitar players that are fantastic right now and you see them online, you say, yeah, the guy that plays like Holdsworth, or, he's got excellent technique and he plays Holdsworth riffs really great. But who are they? They're not writing songs. Can't relate them to any songs or albums that they've done. So to me, I'm just thinking it's kind of a waste of talent. I mean, if you're that talented, write some great music, break boundaries, to do something to inspire a whole new generation of musicians. So, those that know me in my circle, know that I've always said, I don't consider myself a great guitarist, a great songwriter, um, a great performer, but what I do for me. And if someone else out there enjoys it, that's great because they're sharing the appreciation I have for my story as much as I am. And to me, that's what it's all about. And same with the movie industry. There used to be movie stars. They're pretty much gone. I mean, you have an ensemble casts all the time doing these movies, but you don't have like, the John Waynes and the Kirk Douglases, which were stars. Clint Eastwood and so on and so forth. So uh, I guess in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, I don't consider myself, groundbreaking, but at least I'm doing my own original music, and I've stuck with it my whole life. Uh, and the other thing is that I think that these younger guitar players that are so great, that are just very talented, and you all know who they are on YouTube and social media, if they just put out some great albums, it would be so beneficial to the music community, especially these days where it's kind of like everyone just watches music clips. It's not even about the musician, it's more about their personalities. Music has become like more about the personality of the person, the celebrityism of the person out there. And to me, it's like I want to think of, Keith Jarrett on piano, or McCoy Tyner. God, he was a great piano player, and Bill Connors was a pioneer guitar player. He was amazing, and Tony Williams on drums, and Billy Cobham, and Gary Husband, and you could go on and on. There's other genres of music, obviously, that you can think of, Malmsteen and Eddie Van Halen and so forth. So I guess my recommendation would be, if all young guitar players out there, if anyone is seeing this video, is to, learn to tell your own story about what you're feeling inside and what you want, and develop your own, whatever techniques you've learned from cloning and copying all these great guitar players, and come up with your own voice and your own way of playing and delivering your story. And it's that simple. And if people like it, great. If not, at least you like it. You're letting people know who you really are. Because when I hear these guys online, I just think they have great technique. I don't know who they are. They're just telling the story of the person that they're copying, that they're cloning. So my recommendation again is hunker down, write some songs, get a full album out there. Put some energy into it. It's like in the old days, we used to have to go and buy a record, and you saved your money, you bought a record, you opened it up, you played it, talked about it with your friends. And nowadays, it's like you just click on a lick, or you click on a song on a Spotify or whatever platform you're using, and you listen to it for a few minutes, and then you move on to the next thing. You're not putting any effort, you don't have to sacrifice anything to listen to it. So it's almost like a dating app. You just scroll left, you scroll, swipe left, swipe, right. And it's like there's no effort. You're not going to meet somebody and for dinner and pick them up and drop them off and order the food and pay for the check and do all the things that you need to do that. Same with music. You need to put the effort into it. For myself, I've put out 5 albums in 5 years. My first 4 albums under the Ghost Jazz Trio brand. I mean, I really, saved every penny I could on a limited budget, put my records out there, my music, and originally just did it for myself. And then all of a sudden I had a marketing partner that was helping me get radio airplay. And then all 4 of my albums were nominated for Best Jazz Album of the Year. And my last album, and because I've been doing that and putting my energy out there and the actual effort, now I'm putting out an album co-produced by Gary Husband and Dean Brown. And I have playing with two great players, Hadrian Farad on bass, Dean Brown, who produced, connected me with both him and Gary Husband. And then Eric Marienthal on a song. 5 years ago, I would never imagine I'd be playing with those people, but it's because I'm playing my own music, doing my own thing. And they were able to hear my story and add their story to the composition so that we created a story together. And the record's out there. It's called A Soul in Time, Morgan-Guitarist Fraud. You go to Bandcamp and buy the digital or physical copy. But again, you know, one of the songs I posted on YouTube, the Samba Sky, under the Ghost Jazz Trio YouTube channel, which you're watching now, it's done over 7,000 views in just a couple weeks, you know, almost 3 weeks. So it just shows you, if you do what you want to do and put yourself out there and put some effort and risk, that you can get some rewards back. So I'll be posting more videos coming up, but I just wanted to say, I just feel like guitar players these days, you know, they don't want to take any risks. They play, you know, they're shooting videos so they can just reshoot them until they have the perfect smooth riffs. It all sounds great. No mistakes. They didn't hit a string off, you know, buzzing or anything like that. And, you know, don't be afraid to be criticized. I mean, some people are going to like the way I play or like my music, or they're not. That's up to them. I enjoy what I do, and that's the main thing. And if those that enjoy it, I feel good that I've been able to produce something that other people can enjoy. So, you know, find that fire in yourself, you know, like the old Rocky movies, and get in the ring and start, you know, going for it. So stay tuned for more videos. But again, this video is about the fact that people just are copying and cloning great musicians, transcribing their riffs, doing their songs, and not doing anything original. It's just, it's sad, you know, in a way, because there's so much talent out there. And if they could channel that talent towards creating something new and groundbreaking, being a pioneer in the music business, that would be great. You know, don't worry about what you think people want to hear, or if you're going to make a mistake, or, you know, your technique has to be perfect. Just play, you know, you're just an artist, you're a musician. So hope everyone has a great day, and enjoy the video. All right, bye-bye. You can leave comments underneath if you like. And also, please subscribe to the Ghost Jazz Trio channel to get notifications for upcoming videos.